if you've not heard about this poem about the footprints on sand, this particular poem is about a person who is taking a walk with God and talking and rather angry with God that you've not been with me in my lowest times of my life. Why is it that only I see a pair of just one footprint on the sand when I needed you the most? And you promised that you're always going to be with me. So God then whispers to this person that when you saw only one set of footprints, it was then that I carried you. The gist of the poem was that, all this while we keep thinking that, oh, where is God? What is happening? Why is it happening to me? And that's the point when God is actually carrying us. The the story is actually my story in the sense that I've been born and brought up in India, but I moved to or relocated to US in 2014. That was 10 years back with my husband and my 8-year-old then. And in the summer of 2014, we moved, and during the Thanksgiving of that same year, I met with a small accident where I fell and I twisted my knee. So that is the time when this poem actually made a lot of sense to me because I was pretty angry too. So November of 2014, afternoon, I was with a friend and we walked a lot. We walked so much that, I was so exhausted, almost 11,000 steps that day. My legs were hurting. My mind was grumbling, couldn't walk anymore. The next day, I just fell on cold ice. The piercing pain, the twisted knee, the broken knee. My knee was hurting, my mind was grumbling, couldn't walk anymore. I was rushed to the hospital. Believe me, it was very terrifying because I was pretty new to the country and just going through this whole thing was really terrifying for me. My knee was hurting, my heart was pacing, and I couldn't walk anymore. I was told I would need a surgery, the only resort, perhaps. My knee was hurting. My mind was blurting. I will fix it, I thought. Maybe I will. I couldn't take a single step without help. My knee was hurting. My soul was aching. I was grieving. And that's the time when I actually started doing gratitude journaling and loads of it. Almost like every day, every morning, I would get up and scribble in my journals. I would write whatever was on my mind. I would just put it down on paper. And since I also am an artist, a designer, I loved to bring in all my art supplies and all my choicest of art journals. And I was like literally on a mission to ease my pain through being very, 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 very grateful. So, what once was taken for granted is now seen as special. And gradually, I realized that even though my knee was still hurting, my spirit was healing, and I was grateful. By December, I was already starting to walk again, thankfully, with a lot of help, of course. And the side effect was that my husband started to cook, and that was really a wonderful side effect for the whole, I think, experience that we had as a family. So thanks to the universe for all it brings, sight, sounds, and all those things, wishes and dreams, laughter and pain, all the sunshine and all that rain. Life is a happy song, even when it feels all wrong. Thank the universe for all it brings. Sing along the song it sings. And I love to click pictures of myself, my feet mostly, wherever I go. Since then, I've been just, again, as I said, on a mission to be grateful in every moment I can. So these are some of the pictures that I've been clicking, various seasons, no reasons, but my feet. So I believe that just like when we open an account in a bank, we deposit some seed money and it starts growing gradually when we take care of it. It's our support system. So gratitude itself, if we build maybe a gratitude jar or a gratitude practice or a journaling practice, it's like something that we can withdraw joy from whenever we want, and it'll never deplete. And I'm happy to mention that I've been promoting this to a lot of my friends and family, and they've embraced the practice, and they're all very, very happy and joyful about this whole practice. And the little activity that I wanted to share here today was all about stepping into your light. And if you're willing to do that, we can start with that now. All you need is just a paper and a pen or a pencil, and perhaps look at your feet if you can. You can bring in a pen or any color if you want. So all I want you to do is just look at your feet for a few minutes. If you can't see your feet while you're sitting, just pull them out and just look at them. And maybe just smile at them. If you want, you can talk to them in your head. And while you're doing it, just keep breathing in deeply and exhaling out deeply. Keep observing them and just notice what your inner dialogue is right now while you're looking at your feet. What is coming into your mind at the moment? What are you feeling? Are you feeling grounded or are you feeling stuck? Think of all the places your feet have taken you from when from as long as you can remember. As a child, you would be running or doing all the funny pranks or meeting new people, making new friends, going to ice cream joints or eating out with friends. Every place that you've been to thanks to your feet, just try to recall that and remember that. And once you have filled yourself with gratitude for your feet, just come back to that paper in front of you. And at the bottom of the paper, draw, if you can draw, try to draw your feet. Or if you want to just draw your shoes, your favorite shoes, so that it'll be just like small. I'll just show you. You don't need to be perfect. You can simply just do this. And no judgments. And once you've done that, I'll try to share my sketch with you if you can.
Can you see mine? It's light. I use
Okay, okay. You can see my paper, right? You can see the
Yes.
drawing?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so
Probably a
we just
little
have
bit
these.
lower.
Okay, right?
Yes, much better. Yes.
Okay, so you can draw your feet, you can draw your shoes or whatever. Just keep it very simple and basic. No judging. Just feel like a little child. And now just write thanks in big letters. Just big thanks.
Thanks.
Yes, thanks. And you can take any pen, pencil, whatever, and write a letter or note to your feet. You have to just say thank you to your feet for everything that it has done for you. You can say that thanks for taking me places, and you can mention the places that you've been to recently or your fondest memories of the people that your feet have taken you towards, or the different destinations, or anything that your feet have done for you. Like, how many times in a day do we even look at our feet? We just maybe wear our shoes and go out and perhaps invest in a good pair of shoes and forget about our feet altogether. But we look at our hands all the time. because they're feeding us, they're doing everything for us. But the poor feet are always kind of, disregarded. So let's feel that goodness, let's feel that love for our feet and write a note of thanks. And try to remember everything. I remember as a child, when my son was a baby, when he was learning to walk, he started walking, and after a few days, he fell down, so he stopped walking. A lot of kids probably do that. So that is the thing that we learn from children, that it's okay to fall, it's okay to even stop walking, but it's also important to just get up and start again. So our feet have been our stepping stones into everything that we've been and will be visiting. Use any language you want to, whatever you're comfortable in.